In this lesson, we're going to look at another way to make decisions in C++, and it's called the conditional operator. And I'm not going to endorse this method very highly. It's very compact. The syntax is compact and not what I would call user-friendly or easy to read. And one of the things I always emphasize when writing programs and code is that you make your code readable and easy to understand. And since many programmers don't understand the conditional operator, I would consider it not a good technique to use for making decisions, but I do want to at least expose you to it. So I'm going to do that through an example of determining if a number is even or odd. And the easy way to do that is by taking the number and finding its modulus 2 value. In other words, what is the remainder when you divide any particular number by 2? If it's 0, then that number is even, because even numbers are evenly divisible by 2. If the remainder is 1, then the number is odd, since odd numbers are not evenly divisible by 2. So let's begin the code. The program will have a variable number. So we're going to write enter a number, and we'll get the number in from the user. Now here's our test. We're going to put it in double parentheses. Number modulus 2 equals 0. And here's how this works. The question mark then indicates here's our conditional, and we're going to say if that is true, if number mod 2 is equal to 0, then we're going to write, whoops, got that in the wrong place. Excuse that little noise. Cout number is even. And then here's our little else marker, the colon, cout number, oops, we're going to do it with the real variable, number is odd. So you can see why I don't consider it a great tool to use for code readability. Here's how it works. We perform our test, and actually we don't need the inside parentheses. So we write number modulus 2 equals 0. If that's true, then the statement right after the question mark is executed. Number is even. If the expression is false, then the statement right after the colon is executed. Number is odd. So let's run that and see what we get. Take it a moment to compile. So let's try 22. 22 is even. Okay, that's simple enough. Let's run another example. 23. 23 is odd. This is all you can do with this particular technique. You can't have multiple statements. You can only have one because you can't provide with a block. So only use this for very simple decisions. And to be honest, you can just as easily replace this with an if. With an if else. I don't even need to execute that for you to understand that it works perfectly. Let me add. So the only advantage to the conditional operator is that you can compact it into one line. And that's never advisable to do something like that just to put it on one line. Again, I want to emphasize the key to good programming is to make your code readable, because other people besides yourself are going to be reading your programs. And in almost any instance, the if-else would be preferable to the conditional operator, but I did want to introduce you to the conditional operator technique. And with that, we've completed the lesson.